did. I said all them things a long time ago. But I say this here, I'm still pretty.
We going live. Peace, everybody. Hotep, Abari Ghani, Assalamu alaikum. What's happening? What's popping? Whatever the popular vernacular is. You're watching the Supremely Faded podcast with the Supreme Style Barbers. But let me show y'all what's going on. There's only two of us. And a special guest who's in the chair. What's your name, my brother? Jeremy. Jeremy's in the building. Hey, y'all come on into the room. Come on into the room because we're gonna have a good time. Anyway, Jeremy's in the building. He's in the chair. Sayyid's here. I don't know where these other Supreme Style Barbers at, but it's all good. Let me say this. Who's in the room? Let's see who's in the room. Dominique's in the building. Kevin is in the building. C is in the building. Marcus Weaver, Michael Thompson, Mrs. Tracy Muhammad is in the building. Peace to everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna have a good show. We're gonna have a good time. First off, before we get started, and they trickling in. Before we get started, we want to thank everyone in the community. Give our heartfelt thanks for everyone in the community coming out to the Janazah service of our brother Ansar Muhammad. His Janazah was last week on the 30th. For everybody who came out, the community came out and showed out. They showed up and showed out. It was a beautiful, beautiful homegoing service for our brother. And Trav's in the building. Hey. We thank you all for coming and honoring our brother. We will continue his great legacy. Rest in power, brother Ansar Muhammad. And special shout outs to Mother Cleo, who hosted at Cleo Parker Robinson Dance Theater on the historic 5 Points. There was a horse-drawn carriage that went down to 5 Points to honor our brother. Man, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome. So shout outs to Mother Cleo. Shout outs to Brother Jeff. Shout outs to Mayor Webb and Mrs. Webb. Shout outs to all of the black dignitaries who showed up, because each and every one of you who did show up is in fact a black dignitary. Shout out to the drummer. Shout out to Afante. Shout out to everybody who, to the Mighty FY and the Mighty MGT who showed up. It was a beautiful, beautiful demonstration. Beautiful demonstration. We're going to get into it. The question I put in the chat, fellas, straighten out Trav's camera, was, did Deion shut up the haters? Did Deion and the CU buff shut up the haters, or is it too soon?
They still talking too soon.
It's too soon?
Too soon.
But I got older than I ain't looking
We
at
need a larger sample size.
Yeah. We need another glass of whoop ass.
I want to know what's Deion's ultimate goal. That's
What's Deion's ultimate goal?
Because everybody thinks they're going to leave.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
I think this is the goal. I think Deion wants to be a cultivator of men. He's already said once before he does not want to coach at the next level. He said he can't coach grown men. He'd rather develop young men.
Right.
Now he might move to another school, which I would hate.
Why do that though? I mean, I get
Because
the.
Jason, because he's running elbows with Nick Saban. You don't run elbows with Nick Saban unless you're trying to win championships.
Yeah.
Michael said Coach Prime did show up and show out. It's a great game. Tanisha's in the building. Hey, Miss Tanisha. Okay. We can start out talking about the fact that there was a lot of people that was hating when he first came to CU anyway. And we addressed that issue on the show. Did Deion sell out? And of course he did. He came to get some bread. And at the end of the day, he really should have gotten a lot more bread than what he actually got. Right. It should have been a $20 million guaranteed salary as opposed to $5. Just based upon the revenue that he's brought to CU. So that's huge, right? His ultimate goal, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't think he wants to coach on the pro level. I think that's evident. FSU might be something that he wants to do. However, if you could build up CU to build a national to win the national championship, who cares? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's over. That's the key. And right now, it looks like he's on track. Lance said CU ain't the goal. Florida State will call him when they see him winning. Man, they should have been on that. They should have been on that.
I think that's to prove to Florida State that I can take a losing squad and make them win. Y'all don't want me to come over there and help y'all become like the national champs. Because all this is for Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
The whole peacock is for Florida State. So that's his dream job. So Florida State said, okay.
But I'm saying if you ascend to the heights at CU, what's the point of Florida State?
Yeah, it don't matter now.
Don't matter.
Don't matter now. See, that's why I say Florida State should have gave him the job, gave him a chance first. But now they didn't, so now they see what he could do. Like Deion landed all the best coaches in the country.
Right.
He got pro coaches on that staff.
Alana's in the building. Good morning, Alana.
He got pro coaches on the staff. He got ex-football players on the staff. He got Hall of Fame players coming up to talk to the players.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
I think he's going to establish himself in Boulder. I think Boulder is going to be the new headquarters for Prime.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he is developing the coaches around him that when he does make his exit, the ball is still going to continue to roll. You know, I'm still looking at that foot. I wonder how long he can continue to coach.
I think he has that hunger and like the winning now and cultivating new programs like CU and Jackson State. But at the end of the day, national championship is what's really going to hinder him to being what he feels is greatness. Because anybody, I'll say anybody, but a lot of you coaches go ahead and two it in the program. To win the national championship is what's going to seal the deal for you now in a long time.
Okay. So
Don't. My worry is when the white people start to say that's enough. That's enough.
It's too black.
You can't cancel
The blackout. The blackout. Because
that part.
y'all know that the black players are the shit. Like, but Alabama, they don't say that about Alabama because it's winning. If we gotta win. We gotta win for it to be okay. You know what I'm saying? We can't be mediocre and have an all black team with no only white dudes up there as the lineman. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this, Trav. I think Boulder has learned its lesson because between Salinesi and Cordell Stewart, Boulder was all black everything. They wanted that whiteness, and they saw what happened to them. We want to get back to that glory year.
You would think that.
We can't do it without the black man.
You would think that, but still Boulder. You know what I'm saying? Like, people look at Boulder like, okay, Boulder might have some black. No. Only black people in Boulder is the football players.
Exactly.
And my daughter. And the students.
So look, C said I think the ranking is too soon because CU's been ranked what, number 19 now?
Yeah, that's
but my opinion, they did it for a distraction. So the team could lose focus this week. Wow, that's an interesting point.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
That's an interesting point. But again, the whole question of now is Boulder becoming too black? Because that's one thing that I can say about Deion that I love is that the brother and his whole crew is unapologetically black.
Oh, he said that.
They bringing
He
the
said that
blackness to Boulder.
Fort Worth, when he said, man, y'all don't like to see a black man talking and walking the walk like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, that is Boulder. That is Boulder. And they did achieve that success in the 90s with Darian Hagan and all them cats up there, Sal Nessie and whatnot. However, it was short-lived because
all their players was from Colorado. I mean, from California.
LA, yeah.
California,
They're from California.
Texas,
They was from everywhere else. But that's what I'm saying. When Colorado is 3% black, so if they're young recruit come from Colorado now, CU?
right.
CU can't recruit Colorado players now? Well, you see Deion, he said, that's the Florida boys. That's the Florida boys. That's what Florida boys do.
I think if the coaches embrace their national, like go back to the national championships and win, because like for instance, Tuscaloosa, ain't no brothers in Tuscaloosa.
Right.
Yeah, brothers go to Tuscaloosa.
You gotta win though.
But that's the key to it. So we won't know it's the first taste, like
Right.
I said, first taste of Deion. And we won.
Gotta win.
How long will they tolerate?
You gotta have an SEC
Exactly.
mentality up here.
Yeah, you gotta win. But I'm saying, as far as recruiting from Colorado, the players are not all black.
Right.
So now these kids don't get a chance to play for my home state. They don't get a chance to play for
Yeah, they
Colorado.
just got to go to CSU.
They gotta go to
They got to go to USC. They got to go to mine.
Yeah, see that's cold.
But you know what? I think the whole football culture has changed in Colorado in the last years where when we were youngsters, we only played football in the fall. Now we have football year-round. That is a major factor which made these players great because Texas had football year-round.
Yeah.
Florida had football year-round. California. And that was the recruiting bed that these schools was getting their most athletes. These young men were primed for the next level. And I judge Colorado is starting to prime their athletes the same way. You have to.
Gotta win.
Well, he's definitely made an incredible impact. So the question is, okay, now he's turned Boulder black. How long will the white folks tolerate it? Will the young Negroes take on the character, the habits of their coach? Because if they do, that's a great thing, right? He don't smoke, he don't drink, he don't party, he stays out the way. But is that going to be the case with all of the Southern boys who coming up here?
Maybe because the leaders don't do that.
Right.
Like the dogs, the leaders on the team, they don't drink, they don't smoke, they don't go out, they fish, they do this, they do that.
Right.
So they got the NIL deals with all the players is trying to get. They're trying to get to where Shadur's at.
Right.
They're trying to get to where Travis
Hunter.
Hunter's at. They're trying to get to where Deion's other son,
Was it
Shiloh.
Shiloh?
They're trying to get to where Shiloh and them is at. But Shiloh, they don't do all that. They don't do the extra. You know what I'm saying? They not. They wear the chains, they wear the gold front, but they not out there. You know what I'm saying? So all the other players is watching them. Okay, how do they cope? How do they handle being in the spotlight like that? know what I'm saying?
The worst thing is get kicked off when the programs go on.
Yeah.
Squizzy Taylor. Squizzy Taylor's in the building. He said, shit. Yes, they do go out.
I'm talking about drinking and smoking though.
Right.
Yeah, he would know.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
Squizzy's
probably
up there.
said.
Yeah, it's going down. It's going down.
See, Robinson said that the ranking was too soon. But they beat, what, the number 14, was it
Number 17.
Number 17.
Yeah. TSU, who actually was actually,
and then Duke got ranked for beating Clemson.
yeah, Squizzy said they be out. They like the lobby, whatever that is. You speaking Spanish, Squizzy.
That's his club.
he
That's a shame
he
as
said
well.
they don't drink though. They don't drink though,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
which is great.
Now the old Colorado players, they got high.
Oh, they got high, drank.
Yeah, see, they and you know, like what we heard was they didn't like film session.
Right.
They didn't study. They didn't take it serious.
So maybe this is the determining factor because as you're saying about the old black regime,
Uh-huh.
them dudes was also gangbanging.
Yeah.
Right. And the thing is, you're gonna reflect. The player's gonna reflect leadership, especially when it's that type of leadership that Deion is displaying. And Deion don't play. You know what I'm saying? You be off the team.
Right.
In case you doing something out of pocket, you out of there.
Right. Right. Deion. Hey, see, that's the thing. Like we've been watching, thanks to B, we've been watching the CU progress from when they got here.
Right.
They got videos. You can go back and watch from the start and watch how they trained, watch how they worked out, watch how they started to bond with each other. They became a team like over the summer. They
Right.
was together. I mean, like really like putting in the work. So we seen the work. So we knew that CU was gonna get at TCU.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? TCU showed a 500 pound lineman, and I don't think this nigga even got the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I told y'all he wasn't gonna get that
The game was too fast for him. You know what I'm saying?
They was moving fast.
One of the things about TCU, people leaving out how much they lost from last year. It was a whole new team from last year.
It is.
Yeah, but TCU was undefeated last year. People don't remember that.
Right.
The quarterback that started this game was the quarterback that started last year.
Exactly.
You got hurt in the
Got
CU
hurt.
game.
He got hurt in the CU game.
So I mean,
So
we with that too.
he can't beat CU.
We acting like Deion. We with that too.
Whoop that tootie.
The only L I take away from that is giving them 42 points to TCU.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, defense
That's
gotta
the
tighten
only
up.
thing.
Defense
Defense gotta tighten
definitely
up.
gotta tighten up.
TCU put up 42 against other teams that put 80.
USC?
Well, we shall see. We shall see.
We shall see.
They just said they was talking about how that defense was going. That defensive line was going. I mean, offensive line was going to hold up.
That held up great.
We held up great, so we can't talk about what they ain't gonna do. Let's talk about what they did.
Right.
Right.
Well, since everybody talk shit about CU defense, let's talk shit about TCU defense.
Yeah, they got
We busting their
smashed.
shit up.
Real talk. Real talk. So, any predictions on this Nebraska game?
Oh, man, it's going to be
Oh man, it's gonna
be a smack you in your mouth.
it's rivalry week.
Rivalry week.
Nebraska gonna try to run the ball, control the clock. So
Yeah.
offense
I think this week Deion's gonna implement the big back and all
I think
these
so, too.
Castu and Kavasi and Smoke. You know what I'm saying?
This is the thing. I think Deion has like he got the quick package and he got the big package of running backs. You know.
Yeah. So and don't be surprised if you use them both at the same time. Yeah. We got it. We got it. And Walton Castu, he was freshman of the year at Houston. He ran for the most yards as a freshman in Houston. So we got some stuff coming off the line.
A Negro named Cavassier better know how to play.
Right.
So the whole thing with CU is we got rid of all those players from CU last year, and he brought in 3, 4, 5-star players. He got a lot of 5-star players in there. That's the difference. Like these dudes are gamers.
Yeah.
Like they just not regular players that, oh, we like him. No, these ballers.
He got a lot of second chance players too that other schools wasn't trying to see.
Yes. And nobody.
Deion is like the new Vic Lombardi, man, where he's taking like the most mediocre dudes and making them start.
They're not mediocre.
We just got that linebacker from Clemson, number 10.
Hey, these dudes are not mediocre.
Did he play last week?
He played last year.
He didn't play in the game last week.
No.
What's the new academics like?
Oh, it's the Stanford of the West. It used to be the Stanford.
Yeah.
But Deion did, he got the qualifications lowered, so HBCU students could transfer right into there. So he handled that ball on the back end before he even got in there. That was the biggest issue, because that's why CU hadn't been able to get that high caliber athlete, because the standards of school was a lot harder. I mean, not saying that it could, but it's a lot easier.
So C said if we don't keep the best in-state players, they will start whispering about it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, what? In-state players.
The best in-state players. Like,
That'll only be a problem for the first few years. And after that, when Deion stays for more than 2 years, 3 years, that's all going to change. So we want to build that way about 10 players. Just like
no, not Colorado. Colorado was about their in-state players. Like,
that big.
oh, my son wants to stay here. My son's going to see you.
Well, they're going to get the best linemen here, definitely.
That's what I was saying.
In-state linemen maybe, but in-state running backs, wide receivers, they get them boys from the South. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a phenomenal,
Unless Jay
like
Fox.
Jay Fox.
Jay Fox decides that he wants to go up.
Jay Flash.
Yeah.
You know.
Yolanda's in the building.
Yolanda.
The hostess with the
The
mostest.
most.
Who else we got up in here? Yeah, Andre said to answer the question, he shut him up for the first week. Got some more games to win.
That's true.
Goes without saying. Goes without saying. It's gonna be a long road.
Best believe Nebraska is looking for a win.
Oh, for sure. And they're gonna be coming because Deion is talking cash.
And it's a battle of the coaches. You know, he's a former NFL coach too. I mean, well, he's a former NFL, so he got the height and everything about him.
Nebraska coach?
Yeah, he's from the NFL. That rule.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was a former NFL coach. So it's like,
Home rivalry.
and then he was talking stuff about how Deion was doing his business.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay. So they're gonna be coming after Deion.
Oh yeah.
Especially when stuff is this time.
And then I was looking at their practice yesterday. They was kind of a little lax. I'm like,
It's a little lax,
a little lax. I'm like, man.
Where it was off yesterday. It was really off yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't start till today.
That was a light practice.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yesterday practice.
Oh yeah.
See you.
Yeah. Wednesday when they start getting like.
Yeah, Wednesday.
I played football in the 80s. We didn't have no light practice.
He had a lot of like starters.
Yes.
Sit down.
Okay.
A lot of younger dudes out there playing yesterday. Sunday and Tuesday.
Okay.
I know it's soon, but I gotta ask a question. Does Deion renegotiate his contract next year? Do we get more money?
Next year. They have to.
They have to. They didn't even know how they was going to pay him this year, so therefore, they didn't know how much money they was potentially going to make.
They know now.
Now they know.
the money. And they got the money.
And Deion bringing so much to the table.
Right.
They gonna have to. You know what I'm saying? Even though he don't need it, because he's getting every commercial during that game. They was playing Deion commercial.
Yeah, it's not even a matter of what you need, though. It's a matter of what you work.
Honestly, what they offer. That's what I'm saying. If they offer a position, take it, but I wouldn't go and talk about it.
Why not?
He got to go and talk about it.
Why not?
He's got to because
Once you talk about your money, it's too late. You're already thinking about other options. So they're always going to come forward first, especially with Deion.
But when you bring so much, when you bring so much to the table, though, bro, you almost have to. You know what I mean? You have to, because you got to think. They were 1-11 last year, and they've already generated 20 times the revenue that they would have generated had he not.
Just by ticket sales.
Just by ticket
Not
sales.
even apparel or
So you
anything.
gotta go in and be like, man, we gotta renegotiate this. $5 million is not enough. Not even close.
Right. Oh, no doubt. You're right about that.
So realistically, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Deion is easily $20 million a year, just off the top.
What is saving them?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask. Who's the highest paid?
It don't matter. They don't bring what he brings.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Nick Saban is celebrated as he is. He don't bring the he don't have the celebrity that Deion has.
I think Deion in a year or two, maybe 3, he'll be the highest paid coach if it goes the way it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
And that's what will be his negotiator. As long as he's the highest paid college coach, he should be satisfied with that. I mean, or,
True that. Does anybody care about the Broncos?
no, Raider week, baby. I know, that's what I see over there. That's all the time covering over.
You better open up the gate on this one, because I mean, non-Bronco fans we having the talk.
I said hit the car.
I should have hit it still.
I will be downtown wherever my lady get.
Hey.
Okay.
That's a brave man wearing that Raider t-shirt over here. He's a brave man.
You got the new T-shirt, the Las Vegas Raiders. You ain't got the.
I got Oakland one still though. That's Oakland.
Okay.
Hey, and C said, man, $400 a ticket. You better get that bag. You know what I'm saying? That's real. That's real, man.
Better
Come
get
on
it.
now.
And remember they negotiated that in his contract where he gets part of the ticket sale.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
How much tickets are
Oh, they want 400.
Yeah.
400.
Yeah.
400. So they,
For a
they're
college
scheduled
game.
to make $25 million a game.
Right.
That's not including concessions nor parking
Right.
or apparel.
Yeah. They got to give Deion that money. They got to give him that money. Gotta give him that money. But Broncos and Raiders. Right?
Broncos and Raiders, baby.
Broncos and Raiders.
We calling, we talking about big.
I don't even know what to think about this. I don't even know what the hell.
You don't know?
You don't know?
I mean, it is what it is still. Man.
they? I'm the Raiders fans that's true to my team, bro. I understand that we're not the best, and I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs every year.
So as long as y'all beat us, y'all say.
Ain't no longer to beat us. Kansas City is the team I would really like to beat. I'll be real honest.
Okay.
But Denver is Denver's Denver. I mean, no offense to the Denver fans in the room.
Denver's Denver.
We only want recent to win the Super Bowl. Denver's better than y'all.
Yes,
I mean, what city you living in?
We have a Super Bowl and had HDTV. Y'all sit on BCR.
BCR.
I'm over here ripping that Raiders stuff.
Y'all still talking about Tim Brown in it?
Yes.
Owen Kaufman, Marcus Allen.
That is interesting though, because you know what I'm saying, Denver is Bronco country, and Deion just stole all the he done stole all the light.
I forgot
He
the
done stole
Broncos
all
was
the
playing.
right.
this weekend, man.
We ain't been looking forward to the Bronco game. We looking forward to Saturday.
Right.
That was an exciting game. That was an exciting game though. I mean, when you consider just the fact that that boy threw for. That boy, what's his name? Shador threw for 510 yards.
Hey, you know what?
4 touchdowns.
Somebody said on Twitter just the other day. They said, I hate to even think that if Russell played for CU, we probably would have lost that game.
That's sad.
Hey, but the cold part, Shador had 26 offers coming out of high school.
Wow.
He had Alabama, Clemson, Georgia. He had all the big schools on. So here you go.
Wow.
Deion know what he got.
Wow. Oh man.
But I'm excited to see how this wide receiver core develops too as the games progress. I know me and Brian, we almost like every day talking about certain ones, the wide receivers,
Yeah.
and Jimmy Horn Jr. and what's the boy with the blocks? What's the other one? Caught the long bomb.
It's Weaver. Weaver.
Travis Hunter, of course. And then they still got some younger little brothers coming up behind them that are awesome. You know, so.
Now, let's talk about these NIL deals. I know this isn't a sports show, but this is intriguing. Because these college kids are getting money, right?
You get money.
Travis Hunter's getting how much, $1 million?
1.4.
1.4, 1.6.
George just went up. So he's touching around 2.4 million now.
How's that work?
They're like
Yeah.
this.
So it goes like this. For instance, let's use barbershop as an example. You guys want to endorse some players to go to Colorado. Right. What it goes into basically their name, image, and likeness. You guys can use it to the shop, but any dividends that come from that will go to the plate. So it could be barbecues, it could be events, stuff of that nature. But anything they use endorsement of that name, they get a percentage of that likeness. It's paid to them on a monthly or yearly basis.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
There's no cap to it now. There's no sanctions.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of these guys who live in like small towns, they'll go to like small business owners,
Right.
and do their NIL through them, so they'll get a percentage, and the business will get
Right. Right.
Yeah, they don't have NIL deals in Greeley.
Yeah, you could.
And then Steve's daughter plays for Texas Tech. Oiler came in and gave each one of the girls $50,000 for their NIL deal.
Wow.
That's just one of them.
Wow.
He gave all the girls basketball team $50,000 apiece.
So people talk the boosters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
The cut like on nobody's
Yeah.
Interesting. Some of these comments. Hold up. Let's see. Hold up.
So when you said football, you knew Yolanda's gonna jump all off. Yolanda's gonna jump all off in that one.
She said, hello, the Raiders worry about KC, no one cares about Denver.
San Francisco's up there. Why you even counting?
Andre said, Peyton putting the hammer down on Russ, stop kissing them babies. Michael Thompson, all the white college teams are now looking at HBCU talent. Sharif's in the building, so I'm Laker brother Sharif. Michelle's there. Yolanda said, however, on a side note, did you see the coach tell Russ to quit worrying about his image so much? AKA quit doing all that ass kissing.
You gotta worry about the image with Future talking about him half the songs around it now.
I think Russ is going to be all right.
It's going to be all right. I think when he stopped being so soft, man. Play some Future out your motherfucking practice, man.
We ain't doing
Hey,
that.
you play that, I think you're running like, fuck you. I'm playing this music, man. Fuck Future. You know what I'm saying? That'll make Future mad. Like, you Future winning. Oh, they don't want to play my songs at the game. Swinny Taylor, you the Broncos DJ.
They're not.
Right.
They're not.
Yeah, he can't play no Future.
Right.
And that's one of his favorite artists.
Hey, if Russell start messing up, you play some Future, man. Play some Future.
You're going to get fired.
Yeah, that'll be your
You
last.
better wait till Russell's up out of here.
Holly's in there looking off. He said.
Saw that. Holly said,
Is this new?
HK is in the building. She said, hey y'all, this podcast is cute. Is this new?
No, Holly.
No, Holly, this is about show number 36 or something like that. Michael Thompson said, I agree, the Broncos got that fire under their ass. True that.
I think Russell
Henry
will make
Frazier,
it
Dr.
feel better.
Frazier's in the building. Yes, sir. This is our podcast, Dr. Frazier. Come on through, man. We can talk about some COVID-19 vaccines.
Yeah, Dr.
Man,
leave me alone, man.
We just glad Dr. Frazier.
That's
my brother, the good Dr. Frazier.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, the Broncos got to do something. You know, we got to mess with you, Dr. Frazier. Got to. Nothing but love, though. Nothing but love. COVID is upticking, though.
Yeah.
I saw it on the news. It's got to be true.
COVID is back.
COVID's back.
So I don't see it there. Hey, gotta be true.
Gotta
the
be
new
true.
version. They did the new version.
Jill Biden got it.
She did.
No, it was his
Yeah.
wife. Yeah, his wife. Yeah.
Jill got, man. They talk about it like it's a movie. They're like, in 2019, COVID-19 swept through the nation. Right.
That was a movie, y'all. That was a horror movie.
It's a horror movie. 23.
Right.
Horror.
This year.
It's back. Hey,
Dr. Frazier said, don't forget Africans created the first vaccines.
See, Dr. Frazier, we was gonna let
We
you
was
go.
gonna
Nah,
let you
I'm saying,
live.
Yeah, it was called plant, man. It's called medicinal medicine.
Right.
And did the black lady pick up this one? Did she create this one? Yeah.
They put it on her.
Yeah. They said, yeah.
They said it.
But you know, that last one, y'all, made you, a lot of y'all pulled a Mitch McConnell. What you say? You pulled a Mitch McConnell?
I don't know. We need some younger politicians, man.
And you know what? Everybody's saying that. Yeah.
We need some younger politicians, man. These niggas in their 90s.
Yeah. Mitch McConnell been talking, that nigga peeing on himself and shit. And he's talking to everybody free. He got that song in his head. Free! Mitch McConnell standing like this.
Oh my God. Yeah, we need some young politicians. All right, my brother.
Jeremy, peace to you, brother.
Brother Jeremy.
Much love to you, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Gotcha.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, let's speak, bro. Yes, sir. Evelyn's in the building. She said she'd be by today.
Hey, so,
What's up, Ed?
Hey, Tom Brady owns the big. Yeah, so
Is that everyone?
it's another team I ain't rooting for here.
He said Tom Brady owns.
Yeah, he's got a big stake in him.
Oh, really?
In what? In the Raiders?
I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Kind of forces me to be a fan, I guess.
Boo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be scared though. Younger politicians, man, you know,
We need some younger politicians,
Like
man.
a lady that's 90, I'm sure there's some other women that
Yeah,
are like,
Diane
way on
Feinstein.
the
She's
way.
like 93. They telling her how to vote. Just say yay.
Good. They putting her finger on
Right.
Right.
Put the pen in her hand. She's like this. Come here, grandma.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad.
But what happened if they're younger?
You don't gotta be like 35, 40, but in that 50, 45,
50,
50,
yeah.
something. You know what I'm saying? Someone who's got
Yeah,
kids
man.
who is playing
Yeah.
or in touch,
Exactly.
you know?
So what would be the criteria? Like once you start wearing pins, you out.
I think honestly, because they've talked about term limits and whatnot for politicians, but I think honestly, once you get to a certain age, I think you need a mental eval. You know what I'm saying? Like if you run again, you need a mental evaluation.
So they make you, re-get your license. What age is that? 17?
Exactly. Something like that. Something like that. You can't drive, man. You shouldn't be able to run the country.
You can't drive a car. You can't drive a country.
For real.
Speaking of
Someone
old,
had to say it.
speaking of old, I went to
concert last night.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh.
Lionel Richie.
Oh, yeah.
The first John Legend, if y'all want to know.
How was the concert?
Fire. Fire.
Old folks got it out trap.
Earth, Wind, Fire, and I was water.
I heard Urban the Fire should have been closing.
They should have closed. No, but Lionel Richie killed that shit.
Really?
Lionel Richie.
Show was banging.
Oh, it was the Commodores.
Wow.
Not just Lionel Richie.
Oh.
There's Commodore.
But he is the Commodore.
True that.
And he said it. You know, this Commodore right here. And he said his name is not Lionel. His name is Lionel.
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 They keep fucking my name up. My name is Lionel.
My name is Lionel.
Yeah.
Lionel.
Hey, Lionel Richie went hard, y'all. I'm not lying.
Lionel.
Wow, Lionel. Lionel Richie.
That was a good concert. He
got
came
too
out
much-
the ground.
He got too much cosmetic work going on in his face. He looked like a cat.
Oh, he looked good, man.
Yeah, he was in the
He's 100.
Yeah,
He's 100, man.
Right.
Hey, Bill Bailey didn't whistle at that note. He sang it. I sent it to you. Bill Bailey went hard.
What's the how does the song go?
I don't know. Bill Bailey got. I sent it to you. Bill Bailey got his son. His son is singing.
Really?
Yeah, that's the son.
His son sound good.
Man, Mark Treadwell's in the building. Look at
Mark
here.
Mark,
Mark.
hell,
Did Phillips shout out his, Denver?
Denver, man.
They
Everybody
from Denver, man. From Denver, baby.
Live, man. I'm telling
That's
you.
dope. That's dope.
That was a good concert. He's up in my top 2 concerts now.
Really?
Hey, I'm telling you, I'm a John Legend fan, if y'all didn't know. And Lionel Richie is the first John Legend. He sat down and played the piano and
He's
sing.
way better than John Legend.
He's
way
But
better than John
he
Legend.
got the same songs. He got the crossover song.
Yeah.
He got the slow song.
Yeah.
I keep seeing Lionel Richie with a curl. How does he wear his hair now, dude? I mean, what does he look like?
His hair is like curly, but it's like a natural curl.
Yeah, he got a little
He
natural.
ain't got no hang time in the back and
No, it was like, I don't know, something was going on in
Something going on in the back. He got that thick ass, nice little mustache. You know what I'm saying? I like Lionel's mustache. Yeah, he got a smooth little joint. Yeah. He got that. He got that. He got that. He got that face off. Oh man, where's the show at? Ah, that's nice. They fill it up? Wow. It started on time too, didn't it? Of course. It started on time and ended on time too. See, you Negro entertainers need to learn, man. That's what I'm talking about. Man. I like Lionel. You know the majority of Lionel Richie's songs are all in the same chord? They're all in the same chord. Like he could just go from one song right into the next seamlessly. Yeah. Oh, really? Switched up. Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
What's the old dude with the long hair? Oh my God.
Oh, dang, what's his name? Yeah, the long perm. What's that Negro name? What's his name? Dang, why am I? Verdine. Verdine. Thank you, HK. Yes. Verdine White. But skinnier. Hey, I wanna switch gears. Y'all hold on. I just wanna play a little quick commercial, but I wanna switch gears. I wanna talk about something that we saw on TikTok. It's gonna be a little serious, but for real, I gotta get the barbers and in the chat room's opinion. So y'all just hold tight. We'll be right back. I'm gonna just play my little commercial, and we'll be right back.
I'm a DJ in your town, looking for direction, matter of fact the produce section. Can I get more? On the way to school, walking by the prison door, plus 2 liquor stores and a dog park. Talk about an eyesore when the post park. Have you ever seen a collard green when it grow up? Now show up.
All right, we back. All right, so I gotta ask y'all a question, man. Okay, so me and my wife, we were watching something on my wife's the super TikToker. We were watching something on TikTok, and they had a and you know this brings up it's right reminds me of something that you had talked about earlier, Trav. Protecting black women. And we were watching the thing on TikTok, and this is Ethiopian sister, and some dude at a club asked her for her number. Did y'all hear about this? And she told him no, and he hit her with a brick. All the brothers watched. So that's a good question, and we talked about this a little bit before. But where do we stand on protecting Shed G's in the building? Protecting women that aren't necessarily our women, right? Is it our duty as men to do so? Mm-hmm. That wasn't for no clicks. Right. 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 They should have. Absolutely. Right. Right. Okay, so Trav, tell the story about the sister you came in contact with just a couple of days ago. You was telling me about. Hold on, Trav. Let me see. What they saying? Hold on, say something, Trav. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Got a little audio issue. Let me make sure we good. Okay, say something now, Trav. Still not working. Hold on. Okay. Did somebody touch that? Yeah. Nope. No, it's not working. Hold on. That's weird. Hold on. Hold on. Check, check. Yeah. I don't know why this thing isn't working. Oh my goodness. Ah, this is weird. Oh my. It's not working. Oh man, these guys. That is weird. It just stopped working. Hold on. That's right. Okay,
How about now? Check.
Oh, okay, it's working now.
Check one.
I see it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Mark said, hey, so we did the whole show. Nobody Mark said good thing.
Nah, they can hear us. It just went out for a minute.
Hey, Mark said good thing is working.
Hold on, let me turn it up. Okay, go ahead, Chad.
Okay. Y'all didn't hear none of that story?
No, I didn't hear none of the story.
Okay, lady was in the back of the shop, and her dude was beating on her, and we shut the shop down, went over there and stopped him. And she would have lost her child if it wasn't for us stopping him. Because she said she went into labor like directly after that. So she was like, she thanked us. She was like, I really think that I forgot all about it. She said, I knew that. Because I told her that I worked at the barbershop. She was like, you guys came over with me. And I remember that. So, yeah, that's crazy.
Knock the seeds out of his watermelon.
Yeah, you know. We didn't jump on. We stopped him. We stopped him.
Yeah, and I just think it's important, man, that, you know, as community, that, you know, at the end of the day, the basis for community is family, right?
Right.
Community means you have it's two words, common and unity. You have a common unity. You have a sense of responsibility for one another. So if I see a sister getting jumped on, I gotta say something or do something. I can't just walk by. I mean, that's some old punk shit, excuse my language. So, and I think even unless she tells you no, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because I've had that happen. Where me and our brother was outside of, I never forget this. Club Spice. Y'all remember Club Spice? Anybody in the room remember Club Spice?
Yeah.
We used to push final calls outside of Club Spice, and saw this dude pull up, pulled his car right in front of the club, jumped out, ran in, came out with his girl, a handful of hair, you know what I'm saying, dragging her into the car. And we like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying, we on some respect and protect the black women type stuff. We like, hey, bro. And old girl was like, I'm good. And we like, as you were, you know what I'm saying, go on, carry on. I guess she wasn't supposed to be there.
Well, at least she said something.
Right.
Like, I pulled up, I always tell the story, I was on Central Park leaving practice one night, and this couple was they was walking a dog, a big ass dog, and they was fighting. Dude had her in a headlock,
right.
Her and shit, and I was like, hey, bro.
Right.
And they both looked up and they said, mind your fucking business, like it was reversed. They both told me to mind my fucking business. I rolled that window up and drove off.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
that's real, man.
Fellas,
That's
y'all gotta know, like 9 times out of 10, a dude that'll fight the girl, fuck the girl up, he won't fight the dude. So you can say something.
I've had a gun pulled out on me trying to intervene in a situation.
That was my friend.
Right.
He said sorry,
He said sorry.
Sorry.
We was in our 20s. 30 years later, he's like, hey man, I was
My
tripping.
bad.
I was tripping, man. My bad.
Because back then, I mean, they manhandling this sister out this club. And she was like, Sayyid, help! What's up, man? What y'all doing? Fuck you gonna do, little nigga? Nothing. Hey, he was nothing. You a pimp.
The girl cussed you out.
Yeah, she cussed me out.
See, that's what I'm saying. Take the bullet. You want her to take the bullet. You want me to take the bullet. Take the bullet.
Take the bullet and she be with him next
See me with him, yeah?
Yeah, man. It's crazy. Let's see.
Yeah, if you see something going on, at least say something.
Yeah, you gotta say something.
Say something. Don't be afraid to say something.
So my wife said, I think that if a man just say something to stop the process while it's happening, that might at least make him snap out of it, especially if there are more than one of you talking to
Very
him.
good.
And that's true.
Yeah.
Andre said some women like that type of shit. It's sad.
That's true.
That's true too. Yeah, man. But yeah, the brick in the face, whether it's a prank or not, that girl head was swole.
Right.
Yeah, her head was swole.
And that is not cool. That is not cool.
Not at all. I mean,
Did she charge the little dudes up too? She said, all y'all just come watch.
Yeah, she did. She did. Call them all sorts of punk ass, you know what I'm saying? So and so.
And it was.
But that's really whack. But then you got the other. But then you got some dudes who actually stand up like that. What comes to mind is that little 14-year-old in Chicago.
Or his mama.
So his mama, man, he put in that work.
It's the same thing.
Put in that work. But the dudes in the restaurant running.
Yeah. The old man.
Who's this old man? Oh Lord, I gotta move.
He was getting
He was out.
He was there to get his face down, man. He wasn't there for
He wasn't
get a
no
hip
smoke.
replacement. He was trying to get a hip replacement.
the old man was doing the grouping about it there.
Little choppy stiff turned around all
Right.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bad. But I don't know, man. I don't know. The respect that we need to have for one another, black men and black women, man, it really has to increase. We really have to begin to see the value of one another. You know what I mean? To where there's not, because there seems to be a gap, especially with these young people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially with
There's
these
a
young
gap.
people. It's a huge gap.
Here's a gap. Like the boys fight the girls a lot.
That's weird to me.
Because they want to be the girls. Everything the girls do, the boys do. Like the millennials. Like they wear skinny jeans, the boys want to wear skinny jeans. They get their nails done, the boys get their nails done. And they be setting it straight. They go get their nails painted and
Right.
things of that nature. It's a lot of things, I'm telling you, that the boys do that the girls do. Like, they go get, the boys get their eyebrows waxed.
Mm-hmm.
The boys get it.
They're going to the hair salon and getting their hair done like with the braids.
So
You ain't got no braids like no chick though.
So when I get my press and curl, y'all want to see.
Well, you say he don't got no braids, like he got a heart.
You got a heart back.
Oh yeah. So I got a question real quick. What does a man do? How you doing? Good. When he is trying to get away from the woman and she's in his face and she's, the breath and the spit and she's, the pointing and you ain't shit and you're like, okay. And then he turns around and she gets back in his face. Slap her. No.
Alright, so before we answer that,
Tell the listening audience what
Andre got a question. He said, do the tables turn when a man is getting his ass whooped in public by a woman?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we gonna stop her. We ain't gonna let her kill you.
Everybody like, oh man,
Just cover her up.
see what's your ass.
You gotta cover up, but I mean,
No, but everybody like, what did you do?
right, exactly.
Because on the real, you have
You got
some.
blobs of spit all on your face.
You have some women that really think they can square up on a man
And some
take him.
can.
And some can. But majority of the time they get slid.
Yeah. So Randy said he can shake her up.
2 hands on the shoulders.
Yeah. I'm leaving, girl. Oh.
That works.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Yeah, man, you gotta get out that situation.
Hey, look who's here, huh?
I was in the building.
You thought the show was going to be over.
But shoot, I posted some videos on my Facebook, man. Since this is squaring up,
That was fun.
putting them paws on the dude.
That was fun.
She has some training. Both them sisters, man.
The commentary was funny.
Oh man, I love it.
I saw that sister in a hijab there with a man. What was
Business.
They said it was hijabs left and right.
Hey man. No, it's
Yeah, at some point.
Read that.
I see that. I've seen some men get slid before, and I was like, damn, what the fuck did he do?
I'm telling you, that's what we say. Man, what did you do to her?
Right. Yeah, if you get slid. But I mean, I think, I don't know. Getting hit by a woman and not responding is more acceptable to me than knocking a woman out after she hit you. 'Cause I've been hit by a woman.
Being hit ain't nothing.
Yeah.
But it's little things like, okay, my situation.
Yeah.
You spit in my face.
That's hard. That's hard.
I got like a knee-jerk reaction.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
Or if you get your head mushed.
That ain't nothing.
That's
That ain't nothing.
that's too close to a slap, which is too close to a spit. That's
Nah, slap.
Women slap. Slap ain't nothing.
Women slap.
A woman slap, I mean, not saying y'all ain't strong, but y'all slaps ain't shit. Nah, if you fuck me, I've been punched in the face.
You're allowed to say, can you show your face again if you got beat up by a woman? I think if you squared up with a woman and got work,
Oh, yeah.
nah, you can't show your face again.
No.
But
I've
if you get
been-
slapped by a woman, sure, you can show your face.
Now I got accidentally spit on just in the heat of the conversation, and I snapped like Lorenz Tate in Dead Prayers in that hallway, like that girl on the wall. You don't run up on me again, girl. Everybody neck. I didn't hit her though.
But nah, we gotta protect our women, man. We
Gotta
gotta protect our women. And you can take a little slap, bruh. But don't be squaring up against no woman. That's just some old punk shit too. That don't even look right. Like, what are you doing?
We're about to get Andre on this podcast, man.
Andre crazy.
Really what he said, man.
he says, man, we gotta pick our battles. If you the size of Rasputia, you might want to sit right down and shut up. Oh my God. Yeah, man, keep your hands to yourself, man. That's all I'm saying. But protect your woman. Don't let somebody just get stomped out in public by a dude.
Right.
That ain't right. Get hit in the head with a brick.
That's not right.
That is not right.
No.
Say something.
Right. I beat a dude up downtown. He was beating everybody in the parking lot up. And I was just gonna let it go. Want some more, man?
Yeah. You want some of this too?
Nah. He said, what made me snap was, I let him have his fight. He put his gloves on and everything. He was breaking in cars. And they caught him. So he started whooping on everybody. So he said, yeah, and I will bitches too.
I'm talking to you.
No, the only lady in the parking lot was one I was with. I'm like, what? I put her in the car. I went over and whooped his ass.
Randy said she thinks Brickgate was a play against black men. I don't know, Randy. I don't know too much about it. I just saw it.
I was thinking that. Do you think she did that on purpose?
I don't know. But you take a
Some
brick
folks
to the
say
head
it
on
was,
purpose?
Was it a skit?
That was a big ass knot on
That
her
was
head.
a knot on her head, man. She couldn't fake that.
She was swole.
I don't know, Randy. I don't know. That's tough.
I was thinking that. I had that feeling like it was like a skit.
Her head looked like damn Tom Brady threw that brick upside her head.
He said that woman. She said that woman had reckless videos about black men on her Facebook, and she probably do. Maybe that's why he did that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling.
Right.
Ain't no telling. But I always like to think that old adage is true, that hurt people hurt people. And she probably hurt by black men in some way, shape, or form, and she's trying to get back on her little page or whatnot. And now the Negroes just gave her some more ammunition. Holly said, please protect black women at all costs for the culture at least. It makes a difference when people think black women are just out here with no support or backup or unity. Yeah.
Well, black women gotta let us too. Y'all gotta let us protect y'all. And we are, these women, they got more guns than us.
That's like we're going on hour 2.
Uh-oh, Mar said, why is the first thing she did was pick up her phone and start recording?
But she's a millennial.
That's what they do, Marky. No matter what it is, if they take a boo-boo, they record.
Right, you should have called 911.
You could be in a parking lot, somebody pull out a gun, start shooting, somebody scramble, trying to get their phone out at the same time.
That's what they do. That's their jam. We out of time. We over time, but it's alright. We covered some good ground today. What y'all got to sell? I done sold some insurance. I done sold some something.
Oh, you got new hats, huh?
Got some hats. Go to astar2.com, man, and get your merch. Go to astar2.com and where's my freaking go to astar2.com and schedule your appointment. Get your merch. We got some new hats. We got some new products. Hold on, we got some great products. As a matter of fact, hold on. Y'all stand by. Y'all keep talking too. They cut me here. They ain't telling me. Alright. So check it. Check it. Got some new merch. Got the new Supreme Style t-shirts. Boom boom. With the bearded man and the mustache. Get that. We got the baseball cap in the building, different colors. We got black on black. Got gold on black. Got some great merch, man. Go to astar2.com and grab that. Come out to our mosque meeting. Oh no, hold on, let's do this first. Final Call newspaper. Get the latest edition of the Final Call newspaper. This is agreeable to live with in peace. You can get that here at the barbershop, as well as other past issues. Come out to our Nation of Islam study group. Hear the word. The teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. It's going to be your little brother giving the word. Just come on out, man, and support your Nation of Islam. Again, I want to thank everybody one more again for coming out and celebrating the life of our brother Ansar Muhammad and his Janaza service on this past Wednesday. The community showed up and showed out. Rest in power, brother Ansar. We gonna get up out of here. We gonna say we love y'all. Stay black, stay strong, and remember, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Peace. We out. Supreme Style Muhammad. Just wanted to drop in and let you know what we have going on. In addition to our community work that we've been doing for years, and in addition to being the sole proprietor of Supreme Style Barbershop, where we've been serving the community for close to 25 years, now we've partnered up with an insurance company called Ethos in an effort to help our people with life insurance. That's something that we all need. I know it's something that we don't want to think about, but it is something that we all need if we want to leave anything to our loved ones when we leave this space. So do me a favor, click on the link or go to our website, astar2.com, and click on the Ethos page. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching, you guys. We both love and appreciate you for doing so, but we need for you to take some action and do us 1 or 2 or maybe 3 more favors. And that is, go ahead and smash that like button. Share it if you really dig the video. And also subscribe. That way you'll get a bell ding, a notification every time we post something. And it also helps us with regards to the algorithm that, your people like to run. So go ahead and do that, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.